Nichols here, and we're going to let him tell you why we're here. Carl, good to have you here this morning with us.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Actually, saw you a year ago.
Yeah, it was at the theater in Pennington.
Yeah, when everybody could get together, and that was a good night. You told a lot of good stories.
Yeah.
That night, and actually honored Tony over there. That was good. That's a good fun night.
It was. we missed that. That's why we're going out to people's places of business this year instead of having meetings like that.
Well, now, tell us a little bit about what your organization does real quick. We're kind of short on time. We've only got about 10 minutes or a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. The Cumberland Gap Region Tourism Association, we were founded in 2016. And people often ask us what we do. Well, the answer to that question is we don't do anything. As far as we don't do festivals, we don't do events, we promote what other people are doing. So if there is a festival, an event here at the Lee Theater, then we promote it on our websites and on our social media and on our weekly, Carla, our secretary, sends out every week a newsletter that lets people know what's going on in all 10 counties of the Cumberland Gap region. So when we were formed in 2016, we selected the 10 counties that surround the Cumberland Gap within a 25-mile radius. And then we developed our board of directors. Somebody from each county sits on the board. And our goal, our ultimate goal, is to try to make the Cumberland Gap region a vacation destination. We so often see people come down 25E or I-75 or whatever like that on their way to Gatlinburg or on their way somewhere else. We want them to know that there's something in this 10-county region they need to stop and experience instead of going out of town somewhere all the time. So our goal is to make this Cumberland Gap region a vacation destination, and we do that by promoting the history, natural beauty, art, music, adventure, and the Appalachian experience, so that people would want to come and visit in this area.
Yeah, and actually on your website, I've looked at that a few times. If you're wanting to make a day trip somewhere, there's a lot of stuff that goes on around the area. Of course, right now we're in this COVID thing where, some things can't happen. But there's a whole lot of things that you can do a day trip.
Right.
And go to places. And give us your URL so that we get that out there to those folks. Your website.
CumberlandGapRegion.com.
CumberlandGapRegion.com.
He didn't know.
Okay. And that way, if something's going on, you can go visit them and do all of that. So you're here to present an award today.
Yes, I am. Yeah. In 2018, the Board of Directors initiated the Region Strong Award. And we do this to recognize individuals, businesses, groups, organizations, and communities all across the Cumberland Gap region. And these are people or organizations that we feel have gone beyond the call of duty to make their community more inspiring to tourism travel. And I'd like to introduce some people that I have with me here today. The lady over there keeping a record of it is our board secretary, Carla Reese. We have Bill Peck behind you here. He's the director of the Wilderness Road State Park here in Lee County. And Kimberly Potler is our president-elect, and she is the owner of the Old Mill Bed and Breakfast in Cumberland Gap. We're here today to recognize you.
Me?
No.
No.
Keith.
Keith,
Oh,
you came with Keith.
This is live radio.
Well, I was thinking I was talking to you.
It's the mask.
Recognize this Keith. To recognize this Keith, we will. We have heard of your work here in Pennington Gap, and we actually have a story. I don't have time for this whole story, but we originally came here, Carla and I, with Jeannie Allen from Middlesboro. She's the Southeast Community College, and she was doing selling for World. And I came up a few weeks before that, and I went door to door to businesses here in town for the war businesses. and had those people come to her meeting, and she helped them set up on Etsy and their websites and things like that. Well, the night we had our first meeting, we had a room full, and almost everyone was telling us the same story, that businesses were hurting here in town because they had no leadership, and nobody was having to try to bring in business. And the town was really not doing what it should be doing to help. And then I think you were hired right after that. And then since then, the stories have changed. We hear all the things that you're doing to help promote Pennington Gap, with the tourism that you're working with, and all the things that are coming into the Pennington Gap area. If it's helping Pennington Gap, it's helping Lee County. If it's helping Lee County, it's helping our entire region. I noticed on some information that I have here that the events and so forth that you're having to promote here in Pennington Gap is now bringing in about an extra 1,000 visitors per month. Well, that's 1,000 visitors to Lee County. That's 1,000 visitors to the Cumberland Gap region. That may go to one of our other counties, such as Harlan, Bell, Claiborne, Union County, and spend money while they're in town. So having these extra people come in because of the work that you're doing, we're very happy to hear that Pennington Gap is doing better. I understand there's some tourism activities such as river walk or working with the Powell River with canoeing, kayaking, and maybe working on some projects there. And we're excited to hear this, but that kind of connects with us too, through Hancock County and Claiborne County with the work that's going on there with the Blue Lakes Trail on the Powell River. So we're just excited to hear these things that are going on in Pennington Gap, and that you're making progress here in Pennington Gap, and anything that we can do from the tourism organization. On our board, we have people from all 10 counties that are tourism people that work in tourism, and we have a source of information if you ever need anything from us. So it is with much pleasure that the Board of Directors of the Cumberland Gap Region Tourism Association recognizes Pennington Gap City Manager Mr. Keith Harless with a 2020 Region Strong Award.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for moving everybody along.
The day of the law. It's little things that you wouldn't think about, and I know from personal experience, the amount of work that goes on that Keith does, that it's just, I don't know how to put that into words, but it's hard work, and it's the love of the area.
And we all know what work it takes. Kimberly bought the old bed and breakfast in Cumberland Gap a few years ago, and she is still working constantly to get it up to where it should be, and of course it's doing great things. Bill came into the Wilderness Road State Park a little over a year ago, and of course he came in right as COVID was hitting, which is a juggling act all its own. So we understand what it takes to get something done, and going through all the government red tape and all the other things that you have to jump through to get things done. But we really appreciate anything that's done in any one of our 10 counties, because it helps us all.
I'd like to say I just truly appreciate it about that. You know, if I knew it was going to talk this much about me, we could have started at High Parapet.
I tried to hurry Ron up.
No, I tell you though, it's been enjoyment. I think I've been on council since 1998. I was on there for I think 19 years, and I got to see Pennington change and grow over the years. And then they fortunately gave me a job in 2015, town manager, and I've really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the area. You know, me and my whole family and extended family. Tony and Rob's big in with it, Ryan's club and everything. I truly couldn't do nothing to what everybody that surrounds me. I mean, I've got a whole crew of people I like to not only go to me, that everybody tells me is, you know, about Karen and all the, and Brian, he picks, Thanksgiving will pick up all the work that I don't like to do. But, and,
Carla knows all
You
that.
mean you throw him all the work?
yeah. And then Jenny and just the whole office, Angela, and it truly takes everybody in town. I got the guys on the service, they'll work all day long on a water leak, and then we'll have a block party at night, and they'll get ice for us, you know, in the middle of the night, and it's hot. It just takes the whole town, everybody out. And I really think that, I hope they do, I think they do, that we kinda enjoy that, you know, it kinda gives us, it kinda gives us that camaraderie, that a lot of times you see everybody at work, and you got the work stuff, and being able to, I was looking at my Facebook memories, and a year ago yesterday, we had the, Pro Arts here with the, frosting, and we had 556 people at the theater, and this holds 500 people seats, and we had to make room. And then we had some big shots, some good cover bands, and we was like hitting everything. I mean, we was just doing, I think, and then it's just like totally. I really do appreciate y'all today. Appreciate you driving up this morning.
Well, thank you, we got out of bed early.
Yeah.
You know, we'd like to invite you back on another time when you come up here and we can talk and talk a lot more.
Anytime.
I'll get with you, Carla, and maybe we'll hook up something, and where we won't have to be in such a rush. And so, how many minutes we got, Rob? You know?
We got about a minute or so left, I'd say, something like that. So, yeah, and the big thing is all these small businesses in our area, you know, they depend on people, and it's a whole lot better if you can get these communities working, you know.
Exactly, and it takes a village, as we know, to pull anything off
Yeah.
in town. And that's another thing we hope this award helps inspire, is that people need to know that what we're doing is recognized. So other people in the community can take on a project and help improve
I think
the
for
town.
everybody in the business knows that tourism is a very untapped resource that we have here
Yes.
in this corner of the world that we have, is that the most beauty and the most kindest people that you can come across, and we just need to work, everybody works so hard together to get that out there.
Little things that people don't think about. One of our award winners last year was from Hancock County, where they'd started an Airbnb. And that brings a lot of people into Hancock County that normally would not be there. So any little thing you can do to help bring people into town, because when people come to town, they bring money. And that helps everybody.
Will that about do us, Rob?
That's probably us, we were at the top of the hour. If I'm still on, this has been the Monday Morning Show live for WWD.